We made it out here to our home base dealership, Kaiser Brothers Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership, and they are going to install the front leveling kit on there. But before I get into this video, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you guys can stay posted and follow this build or any build we have on the channel. So let's get started. What is up, everybody, and how are you doing out there? Well, we made it out here to Kaiser's Brother Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership out here in Muncie, PA. This is my home base dealership, and if you follow the channel, you know that we got the 2022 Ram and the 2024 Jeep Rubicon out here at this dealership. But we asked them if they would be able to help us out by putting the 2.5-inch leveling kit on the truck for us, and they agreed to. So what we're going to do is take a few measurements of what the measurements is with the stock springs in there and the stock tires. So this way we get to see an exact number as far as how much the Skyjacker 2.5-inch lift kit actually lifts the front end up. And once it's installed, then we're going to come back out here and take another measurement and see what the differences be. But the rear, I have the airlift load levelers in the rear, in which they only hold 5 pounds of pressure, so I don't believe the rear measurements should change at all. So, but we're just going to go with that, and I don't think the airlift actually raises it off of stock anyway. So let me go get the tape measure and we'll take some measurements. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a measurement from the center from the ground to the bottom of the fender here. And it appears to be approximately, let me get us straight here, 40 and 7/8. So we are looking at 40 and 7/8 in the front. So let's go on to the back and just take a measurement from the back and see what it's at, because we are putting bigger tires on here. So along with the bigger tires, if you've seen the last video, you know we're going up to 35s. So with the bigger tires, you'll know that it's going to raise the rear up some. So let's take a measurement in the rear. And we are looking at approximately, we are going to go with 43. 43, well, yes, 43 inches in the rear is what we're going to go with in the front. So there you have the numbers. So once it gets installed, we're going to come back out here, show you exactly what we got done on the truck and show you the parts and things like that. And then we're going to run the new numbers. So I'll see you in a little while. Well, I just squared away with the guys on the inside on them putting the leveling kit on for us. I'd like to thank those guys once again, but I'm looking at it here across the parking lot, and wow, what a difference it does make from before. So let me turn you guys around, and as we're walking up to it, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. And there it is right there. And here is what we are looking at now from the front. So I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to get it out here, and then we're going to take some more measurements and just see what's the difference of what it looks like and things like that. So I'll be right back. So there you have it, guys. So let me bring you guys in here, and we're going to take some new measurements on these wheels and tires and lift. Now that we got the truck out here on a nice level surface, we are going to take a couple measurements and see what the numbers fall in at. And I didn't think about it at the beginning to where I knew the wheel was going to stick out some and give us some poke, but I found the flat edge to get us from the inside of the fender well out to past the wheel so we could take a measurement. So let's go on here and take a measurement of the front. So we are approximately, let me make sure we're centered here. We are, oh, keeps kicking out on me because I keep picking it up. We are approximately, I'm trying to keep the box level as much as I think it is, and we are falling in at approximately 44 inches. So we are at 44 inches now in the front, which I believe let me pull out my paper here because I did have to write these down and see what the front was prior to us. The measurement before was 40 7/8, so we went up approximately a little over 2 inches in the front with the leveling side of it. So now with the tires, of course, we jumped up about, so we're sitting at 44. We went up about a total of about 3 inches so far with the front. So let's move on to the back and see where we're sitting at with the back. Now the back, the last measurement that we took on the back was 43 inches. So let's take a look at what we got and take note that we do have a little bit of weight in the back because we do have the spare tires back there that came off of this. And now we're going to measure the rear. Let me get this straightened out here for you. Nope. So we're taking a measurement from the rear and looking at it level. I would say 44. So we might be a little bit higher in the back considering that the extra tires are in the back, so it might add a little bit of weight to it, but not much. But I'm gonna take this back to the shop, empty it out, and do take a remeasurement, and if there's any difference, which I doubt that there will be. So we're looking at 43 or 44 in the rear. So overall, with the new tires and wheels, it lifts the rear up approximately 1 inch from the 43 measurement that we had before. And like I said, we did not do anything with the rear as far as lifting it. So let me take you around now and show you what the kit we got installed on this. So just after reviewing the numbers and what we're looking at as far as what the leveling kit put on us, and let me show you exactly what we had done here onto the truck. We had the Skyjacker 2.5 inch leveling kit installed on our truck for the front, and we also went with the ADX remote reservoir 2.0s, and we're probably going to mount our reservoirs up in here. So, and then along with that, we also went with the Skyjacker dual steering stabilizer kit. And in the rear of the vehicle, all we did was add the M95 shocks for the rear. See that there? And like I said, we did install previously. We did install the airlift leveling system on here. And then the tires we went with were a 20 by 10 with a -18 offset, and they are the fuel runners in chrome. And we wrapped them in the 35 by 1250 by 20s. So this is the stance that it's giving you. Looking at this side, so I cannot be any happier with the work that they did get out here. So I like to thank Kaiser Brothers Service Department for the great customer service, and they kept me informed along the process. If they had any questions, they reached out to me and asked me, you know, do I want this? Do I want that? And they did a wonderful job. I cannot thank them, you know, enough. So I hope you guys like this video. The numbers are in, so that's what we're looking at. We're probably going to raise up, they said, probably maybe about 1/2 inch in the rear once we empty the truck out and get all the parts out of the back. But we're only looking at maybe a 1/2 inch difference. And if there is that much of a difference, I'm sure I'll be back to do another video on this, because the The previous video, if you follow the channel, I did about talking about the valve stems and what the purpose of the two valve stems is. Well, I got to talking with these guys in here, and they gave me a little bit better insight on that, so I am definitely going to be dropping another video about the dual valve stem on the new fuel wheels. So, it's something I never came across, like I said before, in the other set. Well, like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you guys can stay posted when we drop videos like this or on the truck, or if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. Comment down below and do that. Well, till next time, I'm Joe, driving trucks, and hunting bucks is how I roll with Wicked Fabz.